everyone. This is Red from Kiss My Grass Acres. Travis is behind the camera. We are doing a collaboration, however you say that, with Along the River Homestead and Christina Combs. She's the one that started this, and I really like it. It kind of lets you get to know me better and everyone else who has participated in this. You get to know their channel better. You get to know the people that's actually in front of the camera and behind the camera. But what it is this is 10 unknown or maybe strange facts about me. Number one is all of our fur babies, every single one of them, are rescues. Well, Killer actually belongs to Matthew, and Jack is Killer's brother. Matthew actually rescued him for us. Cooper Duper, of course, is my baby. He was a rescue. Then we got Tank and Tiki and Dakari and Tucker. And then we got Asher and Little One. They're all cats. All of them are rescue, or they just simply adopted us by showing up at the door. We can't let an animal go hungry. That's just not us, you know. My favorite shows growing up, and probably still to this day, because I watch all the reruns. We don't watch television around here. We don't have cable, and actually I prefer that. I haven't actually had cable in probably a little over 8 years now. But my favorite show is the Carol Burnett Show, Muppets, and MASH 4077. I really enjoy the humor behind these shows. The fact that they want to make the audience laugh. And, well, all of us who remembers MASH 4077, I know the very last episode I cried like a baby. I can still watch it today, and I will still cry like a baby. But, and number 3 is I am terrified of fires. It's kind of weird. I can be around like a bonfire or something like that, but I have to be away from it just a bit. I can handle that. Now, house fires, we had a stove fire one night, and I was like a deer in the headlights. I was not about to move. I was totally freaking out in my brain. And my son Travis had to break me out of it by screaming, "Hand me the lid!" So, which I actually had in my hand at the time, so I had to hand him the lid real quick. That was the only thing that broke me out of that. I love music from like the 60s, the 70s. I grew up in the 80s. I mean, I'm 51 years old. I grew up in the 80s, but I can't listen to that music. The hard rock and roll, you know, I mean, I grew up listening to Aerosmith and Guns N' Roses and AC/DC and stuff like that, and I can't listen to it now. It literally changes my mood. I've become happy-go-lucky to being a complete, you know what, in 0.1 second. So I can't listen to it. I just simply can't deal with them. This next one probably fits with the other, which is number 5. Probably will fit with the others. The other 5. My brain went dead there for a second. And it's probably why I am this, but I am extremely stubborn. Travis is behind the camera shaking his head. He's agreeing with me. But I'm extremely stubborn. I mean, when it comes to myself, I guess, I'm extremely stubborn. I won't let things stop me. And one of the things is this wheelchair that I'm sitting in. But I will not let it stop me. I might as well just, I mean, if I go on a little thing like a wheelchair stop me, then what's the point? You know? know. Number 6. Going back to the wheelchair. I've been in a wheelchair since I was 32. I have the hereditary nerve disease that I have, which is HSP, and I have the what do they call it? The complicated part of it. I mean, I was born with that, but before I turned 32, I used to be able to walk. I mean, as a teenager, I would go out and play football with the boys, or baseball, or basketball, or ride my bike, or, you know, go sleigh riding. It's, you know, it's what I did as a kid. That was our fun. I grew up in a country where most of the time we spent our time in the woods, swinging from grapevines, which was a mistake, but that's a whole nother story. Anyhow, when I turned 32 years old, I was faced with a dilemma. I could either lose my hands, because I was getting severe carpal tunnel in them, or my legs, or lose both. Well, I couldn't lose both. You know, I couldn't lose my hands and my legs. So the legs it was. And at the time, Travis was about 10, 11 years old. So I had to be able to take care of him, because I was a single mother. You know, it was just me and Travis for all those years, and well, I'm still a single mother. But that is why I'm in a wheelchair. I don't mind talking about it. I really don't. To me, the wheelchair is just an extension of my legs. You know, a lot of people use their 2 legs. Well, I use 4 wheels. So it's really no different. Number 7. My very first language was Japanese. My father was in the military. He was in the Air Force. And we went over to Japan. And I was 8 months old at the time. And we came back, I was 3. They didn't know that I only spoke Japanese. I mean, my sisters had friends that came in that only spoke Japanese. I had a nanny, because my mother also worked, that would come in and take care of me that only spoke Japanese. So when we came back to the United States, I didn't know any English. I mean, absolutely none. And when I went to nursery school, because of course my mom went to go back to work when we came back to the United States, when I went to nursery school and we would line up in line to get our food, I didn't know the name of it. Not in the English version. I did in Japanese. So I would be going, you know, I went this, or pointing out whatever it is I wanted. By the way, I do apologize. Our dog Jack is walking around and he's totally being annoying today, but we love him. Anyhow, I had to end up going to school to actually learn Japanese.
I mean, you went to school to learn English.
I am sorry. I had to go to school to learn English, not Japanese. I knew Japanese, but I had to go to school to learn English. So, and that took a little while. And today, still to this day, I mean, I know very few Japanese words, but it's going to sound weird, but some of the American words really irritate me. Like the word coffee table. I absolutely despise that word. To me, it's the living room table. And the reason why is because, yeah, you set your company around the table and you serve them coffee, but you don't always just serve them coffee. You serve them tea or, you know, water or whatever drink of their choice. So, to me, that's a living room table, not a coffee table. Number 8. I haven't worn makeup in 8 years, and honestly, I don't miss it. I don't have to worry about, you know, does my eyeliner running, or, you know, is my mascara making my eyelashes stick to my eyeballs, or You know, just silly stuff like that. I don't have to worry about it. And I don't miss it. I really don't. Plus, it saves me a lot of money. Okay, I am, well, number 9. I am, believe it or not, rather shy. It's not something you'll ever hear me repeating, but I am rather shy. I got to get to know somebody before I could actually allow myself to relax around them. You know, and joke around and that type of stuff, because you know, you don't know what will offend one person to another. You know, what can you joke with them about? You know, can you freely be yourself? Or will others look at you like you're some type of nitwit? So, yeah, I'm rather shy. But at the same time, I am a complete smart aleck. You know, I don't do it to be disrespectful. I do it more as teasing. You know, like Matthew just recently moved in with us back in September, and he still has a habit of asking me whether he can make him some toast. You know, that was him in the background. You probably heard him laugh. And every time he asks me, I simply tell him no. And he stares at me for a little while and he laughs because he knows the answer is yes. I'm not going to starve my kid. So, yeah, I mean, I'll pick on him, stuff like that. Or, there's another thing. I mean, like I said, I'm in a wheelchair, and sometimes finding wheelchair parking is extremely difficult. So, and this was during the time I was driving. Travis and I went to Walmart, and I couldn't find any other handicapped places. I found one, and it says that, you know, it said expecting mothers. I went, okay. Forgive me, that's my cat's fighting now. Anyways, the sign said expecting mothers. And I went, okay. Well, I'm a mother. I'm expecting going to Walmart and find what I need, and I'm expecting to get out in appropriate time. So therefore, I consider myself an expecting mother. That may seem kind of mean, but when you're in a wheelchair, you don't want to park, you know, a mile away just to get into the store. Okay, excuse me, I'll be right back. I gotta get a drink. Okay, sorry about that, and welcome back again. My throat was getting dry and it was starting to cough. Anyways, number 10. I was born in 1968, and it was in August. My father was in the military. My mother had came in to the States because I think at that point he was in Thailand. And of course she couldn't go. Anyway, she was huge. I mean, stick it out, way out there. And she had already had 3 other kids before me. Well, when she had me, she just felt kind of weird. Like, you know, the doctors and the nurses just were not acting right. 10 years later, down the road, then I had to go to Walter Reed Medical Hospital, who's the one that diagnosed me with the HSP. We got a hold of my medical records. In the medical records, there was actually 2 different birth certificates. One was for me, and the other one simply had only one word on it: boy. We don't know what happened. We think that there's a possibility that I could have a twin brother out there somewhere. We don't know. We don't know if maybe he passed away and that's why my mother took him home, you know, never took him home. Well, actually, she didn't even really know about him until 10 years later. But my birth is a great big mystery. I don't know if I have a twin brother. I don't know if if they messed up on the medical records. I don't know. And I'll probably never find out. But, it's something that's kind of hung over my head for a while. Forgive me. Anyhow, I'm going to try to get to this last part. All my life I felt like there was something missing. I didn't know what it was. I don't know if maybe I do have a twin out there. And that's what was always missing. But my birth had a really strange, I don't know what the word to use here, but it was just a mystery, of what happened. Sometimes I wonder if maybe I should take a DNA test, like one of them ancestor type things, and send it in. Maybe I might find out that I do have a brother out there. But then it dawns on me, if I do have a brother out there and he doesn't know anything about it, how is this going to affect his life? Is it going to affect it negatively? Because I don't want that. I don't want to hurt somebody else because of somebody else's actions. That's the last thing I want. But at the same time, I can't help but to think, do I have a brother? But, anyhow, those are the 10 unique things.
Facts about you.
Huh?
Facts about you.
Yeah. The 10 unique facts about me. Forgive me for crying. I'm sure you all will understand. But I appreciate you coming by the channel. If you did like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to us, please hit that subscribe button and push that little notification bell. Until then, I thank you for your time. God bless you. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Good night, everyone.